everyone, welcome back to another video. So something that I noticed during Cobra Kai Season 4 at the very end in the All Valley tournament was when Robby was fighting Hawk in the epic beatdown. Now during the fight, which was evenly matched I think, there was a moment where Robby hesitated to take the point against Hawk. Now if he did this, he would have won the match for Cobra Kai. I think the reason he hesitated was because he realized Cobra Kai was run by people that he didn't really connect with anymore. I say this because of firstly showing Hawk respect, which clearly triggered Silver. Now when he looks over to his team, he sees one person in particular. He sees Kenny, and he sees his failure within Kenny, and it makes him completely internalize himself as a person and where he was in the beginning, as we saw him in Season 1 until now. And his character development and his development in his mind of what has happened to him. It was kind of like that scene in Revenge of the Sith with Anakin where he's sitting atop Mustafar and he's crying. And this was explained in the Revenge of the Sith novelization as the reason for these tears was not because of the atrocities of what he has just done, but because of how far he has come from the person that he originally was as a little boy on Tatooine to now, this monster. And I think Robby sees the same thing within himself, that he was, a decent kid. He was just a little bit lost, and he went on the right path with Miyagi-Do, but in the end, vengeance and hatred consumed him, and he allowed himself to become twisted by these dark lords. And in return, he created a monster himself from an otherwise really good kid in Kenny. And seeing the aggression that Kenny is showing to finish him just makes him really uncomfortable in that moment and realize, well, what the hell am I doing? What am I becoming? Not only am I kind of an asshole now, but I'm also teaching people to be an asshole. I think he doesn't really know what to do in this moment, and I think instead of just trying to demolish Hawk, he just rather feels lost. Now, let's talk about some of the other reasons why I feel this happened. I feel the conflict within him completely ruined his ability to fight using 100% of the dark side, and in that moment of hesitancy, it cost him the point and allowed Hawk to get up, eventually losing the fight. Leading up until the tournament, Robby was pretty invested in Cobra Kai. He saw that these guys were kind of just very totalitarian. They were sort of just focusing on themselves and what they wanted for their brand. And Robby never really cared for Cobra Kai. He was just using them to get back at his dad, and Mr. LaRusso, and Miguel. It was just a means to an end, but it wasn't truly what Robby wanted. It wasn't where he wanted to be. It was just the only place that his dad wasn't. And I think that's why he went for Cobra Kai. But I think it's at the tournament where he really started to shift and change, when he realized that he wasn't really fighting for himself anymore. And the final nail in the coffin, I think, was Daniel's words to him, which originally came from Mr. Miyagi. Never put passion in front of principle, because even if you win, you lose. So for all these reasons, I believe Robby eventually had a change of heart, and this is what cost him the fight with Hawk. Otherwise, possibly it wasn't as evenly matched as we saw. Maybe Robby would have taken the lead point in that shot, and then it would have been done. It would have been in favor of Cobra Kai. However, the ref was paid off, so maybe Hawk was that good that he was even able to beat Robby in such a good way that the ref couldn't even say anything, who was working for Terry Silver. Going forwards in Season 5, I think Robby and Johnny will eventually make amends, and I don't think he's going to be training at Cobra Kai anymore. I think he's done with Silver, I think he's done with Kreese, and he just doesn't really care about them. Now that he's close with his dad, or they've at least had that little breakthrough, I think things will be fine. Unless he becomes jealous that Johnny went after Miguel to save him in South America and ends up, wanting to make him mad, joins Cobra Kai again. But the dangerous part about this is that Terry Silver said he's going to take care of Robby and Johnny. So what does he mean by that? I think Robby is like Anakin in this case, and the light side wants him, the dark side wants him, but ultimately in the end, it's him who has to choose which side he wants and what kind of a man he wants to become. So do you think Robby hesitated against Hawk for any particular reason? Or was it just Hawk being that good and it made Robby go into a little bit of a daze for a second? Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, remember, pain does not exist in this dojo, does it?